your receiver. We'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is octane. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you?
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A first carry down for Alex Collins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw, and it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Down 80! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Half 85, half 85.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Rosen.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. This complete to Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Collins on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a toss. Coming right is Collins. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Allen from the gun on third down. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30.
A gain of 21 yards.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's a first down run with Collins. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Collins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
2nd and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
19-yard line. 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 20.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They come up in an offset eye. On first and goal, Collins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's third down and goal.
The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal. Throwing now is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Makes the score.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. I got you.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he hits Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Counter play, Drake. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 36-yard line.
Check 3, quarter. Hold the look, hold the look, hold.
On second down, it's Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Monday. 49, guys. Mike.
Hey, alert. Hey, Charlie.
Watch the run.
Play action here with Rosen. He's got his targets caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 12.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run here with Balaj. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Running, it's Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 6-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Balaj. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. He completes it to Jones. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Rosen looking to throw. Flush to his right. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Caught by Cobb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Drake. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Zoo.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Drake. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Collins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Beasley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st down, Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go, heavy
Right back to Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And he coughed it up! And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Allen now looks to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return comes Cobb. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. You got to give him the football again here. He gets the big run down to the 2. Pay it off.
I like it. I like the call, but here's always the question. How many times do we see the big runs and a guy pats his helmet and says, take me out? Why would you go out when you've got a chance to get it again and score?
Back now in Miami. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Monday. Switch.
They'll try again with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert!
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hug. Slay.
Topper.
Here's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 9-yard line.
Blue draw Corpus.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On first and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Mike, 49.
80 weapons.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. Third and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
49's the mic. Watch 49. He's scared. 49.
Third and goal. Rosen. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Drake. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on fourth turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be There goes Alex Collins. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Alex Collins. His first touchdown on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen rolling to his right. Caught. It's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Bombers, 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, it's Drake. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Balaj. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Lucky. No. Off.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Dolphins, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.